Stuff we like.
This is the Ouya controller, and obviously it's very similar to the Xbox 360 controller, and not so much to the PlayStation 3 controller. But one feature that this controller has that the other controllers don't have is the touchpad, and that in itself isn't all that great of an experience. It works, but I haven't really found an application that's like, wow, it's so cool to play with the touchpad as opposed to the joysticks or the D-pad or something like that. And obviously that's something that, will be determined later down the line once they finally do get something that's worthwhile too. Now, of course, there's a nice little logo of Ouya. And I would like to say, though, this silver portion is really nice because it actually remains cool for the most part. Obviously, over an extended amount of time that you're playing a game, your hands will become a little sweaty, and so this silver part is going to remain slightly cool, so it'll at least keep your hands that much more cool. Now, of course, the back side is just solid black, which is great. Up here, though, you've got these reflective trigger buttons, and, well, that's where the controller, I don't know, I don't really like it all that much. Not only in its design, but also in the way that they respond, that you just push them down and they feel really, well, cheap, and kind of just are nasty to push. The D-pad itself pops out, so it's very easy to use, unlike the Xbox 360 controller. It's right up there with the PlayStation 3 controller. The analog sticks are flat. For the most part, you can see them right there. And that in itself is okay, because they're still responsive, they're still great, fine and dandy, but the Xbox 360 has indentation, the other PlayStation 3 ones are elevated, so it just would have been nice to have some sort of grip here that would have really indicated, oh, I'm running out of my analog stick space, like I'm at the edge there, so it would have been nice if there was something there other than it just being truly flat. Next on the list of cool things about this controller is that you've got the batteries right here on the wings, so I can go ahead, lift that up, and you can see, of course, your battery goes in right there. So it's really simple to go ahead and do that on both sides, of course. So there's going to be this groove here. You just got to get your fingernail in there and then lift all around. And there you go. So you've got two batteries to put in, and then you just slide in that slowly but surely. Come on. Come on. Actually, it's not as easy as what it seems. Sometimes it's easier, sometimes it's more difficult, whatever. All right, see, that's basically it. It's all secure, it's not falling out, exactly. Because the batteries are on both sides, you've got a controller that basically has a really well distributed weight balance, and that's fantastic. The one thing that this controller does not have is rumble, and that in itself kind of sucks. It still has a solid design, so you'll be perfectly comfortable playing your video games with it. Anyway, you can go ahead and subscribe to this channel for more Ouya videos coming soon.